Hey guys, D-Ben here, and today I am talking about Avengers, the upcoming Avengers movie. Oh boy, Avengers Endgame. I cannot wait for this movie. A trailer just got released today, if I get this out today. If I don't, I get it out tomorrow, then a trailer just got released yesterday, but I'm pretty sure I'll get it out today. But a trailer just got released today, the official first trailer of it. I gotta say, I really enjoyed that trailer. It kind of looked like a fan-made trailer. I'm not gonna really do a breakdown of that trailer or anything because it has like a lot of old scenes from old movies. It kind of almost looks like a fan-made trailer, to be honest. But it looks really interesting, and it just looks awesome. Like, oh my goodness, oh my goodness, oh my goodness. So today I'm gonna be talking about two things basically, or a few things actually. I'm gonna be talking about what I think is going to happen in Avengers Endgame. Like, what do I think the plot, like, not the whole plot line, but basically just, like, the ending of it. What I think is going to happen, and also what I want to happen in Avengers Endgame. So, first off, a yawn. But first off, I'm going to talk about, a little bit about Captain Marvel. So, I want to talk about Captain Marvel for a specific reason. So basically, in my review of Captain Marvel, I gave it a 7 because it was pretty good. Although it did kind of remind me of like Thor 1 and 2, where it was kind of slow, kind of not there yet. But it was pretty good. It had some good jokes in there, here and there. And I didn't mind the character progression of it. But there is a part in there where I said I don't think she's too overpowered. And I'm going to tell you what I meant by that and, like, what I mean by, like, I don't think she's too overpowered. So, basically, a lot of people said she was way overpowered in that movie. Which I will agree, compared to her, like, comic book side, she was way overpowered compared to her comic book side. Like, too overpowered. But that's beside the point. Let's talk about the MCU universe, where supposedly she's the strongest hero, which I just can't get behind, but, you know, whatever, I guess. So basically, I said that I thought it was pretty good, and I said that I didn't think she was too overpowered, at least in the MC universe. And the reason why I said that she wasn't too overpowered was because I thought that she wasn't too overpowered because I'm pretty sure Thor could do the same thing she did. Maybe not in that fast of a time, depending on how fast he was going, but he could totally destroy those ships and also lift those things out of the air and throw them back into each other. I also thought the Hulk could do that, although it'd be a little bit more harder for the Hulk because the Hulk can't fly. But the Hulk could definitely destroy those ships and plus throw those things back into each other. I thought maybe to a certain extent Iron Man could do it, depending on what kind of suit he's using and what kind of technology he's using. But probably not as effectively as the Hulk and Thor and also Captain Marvel, obviously. I thought that Doctor Strange could do it. He's not as strong as his comic book version, especially like the olden day Doctor Strange comic book version, where he was totally OP. But I'm pretty sure Doctor Strange could have destroyed those ships by just making like a portal and teleporting those like missiles back into the ships. So Doctor Strange could have probably done it pretty easily too. Vision, we don't really know that much about Vision yet. We don't really know like his set powers yet, but he is like an Infinity Stone. So is like Captain Marvel. She is like only like a small like little thing of an Infinity Stone, but Vision's like a whole Infinity Stone. So I'm sure he could have done it like eventually with his powers. Like I'm pretty sure he could have done it. And plus, then there's like someone like Scarlet Witch that probably could have done it too. But she is obviously way nerfed compared to her comic book version, because in her comic book version, she was like a reality bender. She like literally erased the mutant population. Like 90% of the mutant population, she just wished them out of existence. She didn't wish the people out of existence, but she wished the powers out of existence. But yeah, like, I'm pretty sure Scarlet Witch probably could have defeated that as well, depending on how powerful they wanted her character to be at that specific time. Especially if she could get on the ship, because then she could just brain control the captain to crash into the other ships or to fight the other ships. So yeah, like, I felt like all those characters could have done the same thing Captain Marvel did, and it would have been just as good. But anyways, that's I just want to clarify something. If anybody's wondering, like, oh, you said she wasn't overpowered. Obviously, she was overpowered, but not to the point where I think that the other characters could not keep up with her. But anyways, let's move on to what I think is going to happen in Avengers. So, what I think is going to happen in Avengers, I think that the new Avengers movie, the Avengers Endgame coming up, this isn't like the whole movie, by the way. I heard there's going to be like elements of time travel and stuff in there, so I don't know exactly what's going to happen with that. I was thinking like maybe they're going to bring in a second gauntlet or something like that, because I'm pretty sure, I hope they're not going to do like a Justice League movie thing, where Captain Marvel just comes in and beats the bad guy just like that, just like Superman. He just comes in, boom, he's dead, I don't want to see Captain Marvel be like, boom, Thanos is dead, we're good. But I'm pretty sure it might bring like a second Infinity Gauntlet or something from the past, something like that, or maybe a few gems from the past. So I'm pretty sure there's going to be some element of time travel in there, which is going to be weird. But anyways, what I think is going to happen in the new Avengers movie. So this is what I think is going to happen, not what I want to happen, but what I think is going to happen by the end of it. So basically, I think it's going to happen by the end of it. I think Thanos is going to whip their ass, because I think he had enough time to where he could fully master the Infinity Gauntlet almost. Like, where he's just like, oh yeah, like, I can do all this stuff with the Infinity Gauntlet because I've had enough time to master it. So he's going to whoop everybody's ass. He's going to be like, get the hell out of here, and just smack them around sort of thing. And then, as they're on the floor, like, beaten, they're probably going to stand up one by one. I think it's going to be 2 people that stands up first, or 3 people, actually. The first one I think it might be is just Captain Marvel. I'm almost certain that it's probably going to be Captain Marvel, because she's the strongest, supposedly. So I'm almost certain that she's going to be the first one to stand up, then the rest are going to stand up. The second one that I want to happen is Captain America, because I feel like he deserves it more, and plus I think his character may or may not die in this last Avengers movie, because he seems to want out of his contract, although they could do a different route where he doesn't have to be in it as much, Like, I don't know, they could just do a different route. And then this third one is like Iron Man, which I think is not going to be as likely, but he also might die. But I think they're just going to do something different where he's just like not in this movies as much. But I think it's going to be Captain Marvel that gets up first, and then the rest are going to get up, and we're going to get that epic Avengers music. It's just like da 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 da. It's going to be like that. It's going to be epic Marvel music. Sorry. And then they're all going to fight. I don't think like Captain Marvel is going to be the only one that punches him down. I think they're all going to get their hits in there. And at the end, Thanos is going to die. Maybe Thanos even just like, oh, Captain Marvel, you're up. But then he like shoots her. But then Captain America jumps in. But then he kills Captain America. Maybe that's how Captain America dies. That'd be pretty cool too. Like if Captain Marvel just stands up and he's just like, just die already. He's like kind of like shoots her with like a beam of himself, like a beam of the Infinity Gauntlet. And then he's just like, oh, like something like this, like, oh, just die. Then Captain America like takes the blast and dies instead. That's what I think is gonna happen. I think they're all gonna get their moment to shine, but at the end, I think that Captain Marvel might have the last blow. I'm not sure, but it's gonna be very interesting to see what happens. And I think something like that's gonna happen. I think they're just all gonna have their moments to shine and be like, okay, the fight's over, we won. And then after that, it's gonna have be like the aftermath, and it's gonna be like bringing everybody back to life, sort of thing. So it's gonna be interesting to see. Okay, so now let's move on to what I want to happen. What I want to happen. So in this one, damn. In this one, I want like the Hulk to just freak out. Okay, so this is how I think this one would go. I think that something would happen to someone that the Hulk loves. I guess it could be Captain America, but it could also be Scarlet Witch, because the Hulk and Scarlet Witch have like a semi-relationship, I guess. So I want something to happen like that, and then the Hulk just Freaks out and goes like World Breaker Hulk mode, or like even like Heart of the Monster Hulk mode, which would be crazy insane. He'd be like the literally strongest person there at that point, except for Thanos with the Infinity Gauntlet. But I think that maybe half of Thanos' Infinity Gauntlet will get ripped off, or a few gems or a few Infinity Stones will get ripped off, you know. But I want to see the Hulk just freak out, and then all of a sudden he just starts fighting Thanos, but this time he wins because he's like World Breaker Hulk, and he's just so mad. He's just like, "Fuck you, Thanos!" Like boom, boom, boom. It'd be freaking awesome. It'd be like the most awesome thing I would ever see in a Marvel movie, and I'd be like, "I love this." And then after that, the Hulk would verse the Avengers, because the Hulk would be so mad at this point and so like savage that he'd be like, fuck everybody, I'm just gonna kill everybody here. And he might even like try to like blow up the planet they're on, so that'd be like super crazy. And then he fights the Avengers, which eventually they somehow end up winning. I don't know exactly how they would do that, but they end up winning somehow. Maybe by draining him of his power or something like that. But he just fights them all, and he almost like kills every one of them. That'd be just badass. I don't think this is gonna happen, by the way, but this is what I want to personally happen. But he just fights them all, and then all of a sudden, like, they win. They win at the end by like a small chance. You know, they win by a small chance. Probably something that Captain Marvel does. But I'm pretty sure he's just gonna like throw her across the room and throw Thor across the room. Oh man, it'd be super cool to see the Hulk freak out. Because I love the Hulk, and I want to see him go into World Breaker Hulk at least. At the very least, please, Marvel, do that on one of your videos. Like, do that in one of your movies. But anyways, that's what I want to happen. And then I want to talk about, like, end credit scenes. So the first end credit scene I think we might get is a X-Men end credit scene. So I think we might get something related to mutants, and especially X-Men. I don't know if we're gonna get Hugh Jackman Wolverine, but we might get like a Wolverine thing in there. Maybe like just a claws or something, or maybe just like an X-Men Xavier chair or something like that. I think we might get that at the end credit scene for sure, like for definite sure. I think we might get something like that. But then like one that I think might happen, like if the Hulk freaks out, we'll get one where Bruce Banner is being put in jail because the Hulk freaked out so much that he has to be put somewhere where he can't make any more damage, you know? So that might happen if my version of the story goes where I think it might go. Or he might blast himself into space again. We never know. And now I want to talk about stuff that I want to see happen. I want to talk about stuff that I want to see happen in upcoming Marvel movies. So that's what I think was going to happen in the Endgame, and plus what I want to happen in Endgame. But now I'm going to talk about stuff I want to see happen in the future Marvel movies. So the first one is World War Hulk. I would like to see a Planet Hulk too, but we already got like a semi one with Thor Ragnarok. To be honest, it wasn't the Planet Hulk I wanted. I liked Thor Ragnarok, but it was not the Planet Hulk I wanted. I wanted to see Planet Hulk in like its full glory. That'd be awesome. But if I can't see that, maybe I'll see a World War Hulk, where like someone screws him over and he just like goes on a war. He goes on like a rampage to fight all the heroes and stuff like that. That would be awesome. Like ending him almost destroying the world. That'd be awesome. So World War Hulk is something I want to see coming up in the Marvel movies. I doubt we're going to get it, but I really want to see it. The second one is Maestro Hulk. So Maestro Hulk is basically a Hulk from the future. I think it's like, if I'm not mistaken, it was like after a nuclear war or something like that, where he absorbed the radiation and he turned evil, he turned crazy, you know? And he's like really powerful version of the Hulk. He's not as powerful as like World Breaker Hulk or anything, but he's super powerful. He's stronger than most of the heroes, and he's just like this super bad guy that just wants to rule stuff. He's just like, yeah, I rule this place. And then when like someone tries to stop him, he's like, I'll just beat you down. Then boom. He's awesome, and he even fought himself, like the actual Hulk, and he whooped his ass. Like, oh man, the Maestro Hulk would be super awesome to see. Like maybe if they do like a future series or something like that, where the Maestro Hulk turns into the Hulk, that'd be or the Hulk turns into the Maestro Hulk. That'd be just super awesome to see if they would do something like that. That'd be super awesome. And then the final one, since Marvel is getting together with Fox, or Marvel's taking Fox, or I think Disney's buying Fox, right? But since they're going to be able to have like X-Men and stuff, maybe they could have a Deadpool Spider-Man crossover. Because Deadpool and Spider-Man in the comics, they have like this little comic run where they do jokes and stuff like that, and they're pretty good together. It's pretty funny. And I would just like to see something like that, because Deadpool thinks that Spider-Man is his best friend pretty much. But I don't know if we would actually see something like that, but I'd be pretty interested to see a Spider-Man Deadpool crossover. You know, like a reference to the comics, you know, that'd be pretty just funny. It'd probably be pretty funny, you know, probably pretty funny and pretty interesting. Of course, there's a bunch of other things that I would love to see, but I just want to cover these 3 things that I want to see in the future. Because I can't really think of any others right now, but there's a bunch of other things that I'd probably love to see, you know? Like, what about, like, it's not M Day, it's, House of M, you know? Like, where half the mutant population just disappears. Something like that would be pretty cool. There's probably other ones, too. That would be pretty cool. Let me think. Maybe like a full-on Thor versus Hulk or something like that. That'd be pretty cool too. Or Wolverine versus... And peace. Hey guys, I hope you enjoyed that video, because I know I did. But anyways, I hope you liked it. If you did, like, comment, subscribe, and share. Hit that bell for notifications, and that's pretty much it. Do it because she wants you to, and I do too. So subscribe, watch the videos, hit one of these things on the screen right now. Okay, bye-bye, peace.